Hello my friends and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming and Tech Reviews. So today we are looking at the new ASUS let me see what model this is. I believe it was the XG32UCG versus the OLED, oh gosh, dual mode. They're both dual mode. So I've noticed that with the OLED, like look at that color difference. It's almost like it's got like that over exaggerated color compared to the IPS of this one. I wish it was daytime so that we could get a better representation of this. So let's try to see if we can get both of them in the frame, because for some reason, well, I mean, obviously the OLED, you know, it's got like that really bright, it's like really bright everywhere on it, whereas in like everything just like really pops on the OLED, but it kind of looks a little bit more natural on the IPS. It's almost like it looks a little bit more eerie on the IPS ASUS. So look how much more exaggerated the color is on, oh dang, they're like coming right at me. On the leaves right in front of me, like they're like really like light. It's like the light's bleeding through that like really good, whereas it just kind of doesn't. That's crazy, guys. And this here is like 4K versus 4K. So you got 4K versus 4K, which is interesting. I don't know which one I like more. I mean, obviously the freaking OLED like really pops. Like color, everything. Clarity is about the same, but with the OLED, it kind of just pops a little bit more. So it seems like there's more clarity on the OLED side, but they're literally the same. Like you can, it's like you can see more atmosphere on this one, where the other one just looks like really clear, really clean. And the IPS, oh, that's why it looks different now. Okay, so I was just using it on my AMD GPU where I can turn up like saturation and stuff. And it was more saturated on there like this is on the PlayStation. It's almost like you can see, I don't know, man. Like the crushed black on the OLED. Oh yeah, the crushed black on the OLED makes the contrast look better. That's what it is. Not necessarily better, but it makes it look more bold. A lot more bold. The sky looks way darker on OLED. colors pop more on the freaking, on the OLED. Honestly, that there, I can do the same thing with the, gosh dang it, with the IPS though on AMD by just turning up the contrast a little bit and making the whatchamacallit, yeah, like it, damn dude, OLED like really makes your games pop. Ooh, that is wild, my friends. And so we are using the Shivra 4K 240 hertz or 8K 60 splitter to get the exact same image on the two different screens at the same time. I'm gonna let you guys look at this for a moment on the new ASUS monitor that I got. So this here is a dual mode as well. Now it does 4K at 160, and then it will also do 1080p at 320 FPS. So you get the benefit of having full 4K, full native 4K, and then you also get the benefit of having the ability to utilize that at 1080p at higher FPS if you're rocking. And obviously it looks like it does appear to have access to all the, let's see, general visual, so pro mode maximum. Fidelity, all frame rates are target frame rates. So we're at, favor resolution pro. Let's see what this one here will do. Favor performance pro. And then what was there? Balance pro, 40. And then what was that other one? Favor resolution pro. Balance pro. We're going to go back to the favor performance pro. So is there like anything else we can do in here? All right, let's get back into the game now. Oh wow, so we were just now playing at like 30 frames e-waves. Oh my gosh, that looks, let me get you guys both views again. Yeah, you can just tell that the contrast is so much higher. But the detail, the pixel detail is there on both of them, for sure. But that OLED just really, really pops. A little bit faster pixel response time. That looks really good on either one. My gosh. You can see that one. You can see this one. I mean, for a game like this though, let's be real. For a game like this though, you're probably like, yeah, the OLED looks significantly better. The funny thing is they literally look the same, but there is a lot more contrast with the OLED. So yeah, absolutely, that looks good. When it was daytime, when I first got this monitor over here, it was daytime, and I was on the PC. I was on the 5050 checking that out, and by golly, that thing was so beautiful. And we're in the same area. So that's why I'm kind of wanting it to turn into daytime. Where's the east at? South, east, north, never eat soggy waffles. So we need the sun to come up over here in the east. And then we'll just look at the sunrise and stuff. Because if you look at it, if you're looking at just the image quality, sorry that I've got the things angled so you really can't look at them side by side, but you can kind of get the drift. Like you can get the drift. You see how like this cloud over here is like bright, like in your face, boom, and then this one over here is more subdued and natural. That OLED technology is very nice. But so is this freaking IPS from ASUS. I mean, this looks a little more like gray and green, where this looks blue and black. You can see the light on Aloy's, on her focus, looks brighter on the OLED version, like way bright. But there's also like so much contrast that like you can see her ear real good here, but you can't see it there. Like it just looks like there's so much black crush on the OLED that you actually lose some detail, but everything pops. Everything pops on the OLED. Like it just pops. Like you look clear out there in the distance and you can see like the mountain ridge and it pops. Over here, the ridge doesn't pop. It kind of, damn, that is impressive though. Like you can see the tree right next to Aloy. I mean, you can see it there too, obviously, but gosh damn, the way it pops on OLED is fantastic. Oh my goodness. That is very, very impressive. Damn. I kind of like the way it looks on both of them, though, to be fair. I kind of... See, I mean, you can see Aloy, but you can't because, like, all the shadows and everything are crushed on that side, which is not a bad thing. Like, it's not horrible by any means, my friends. But you can see, like, you've got better detail. I feel like you have better clarity on the IPS. Whereas on the OLED, it kind of seems like some of the details get lost because they're crushed. Like look down by her feet. You can see like it's all just black, like it's super dark, but you can see more of the grass over here on this one. You can see more of the grass down toward her feet. And then now as we get to daylight, I think daylight will give us a better representation, honestly. Because at night you got all the fog and stuff that obscures, and you can like see the fog, like it almost looks like you can see the fog. Over here, you've got like the trees and stuff that like you can see the detailed lines of the trees and they stick out like the. It's weird. It's weird. Like, gosh, that pops, but that looks more like a natural. That looks more natural. I like that. I like them both. I freaking like them both. I mean, boom, as we start to get some color in here. Look at that. Doesn't it just lighten up the, like, oh my gosh, man. Like that there is way bright, way vibrant. Very nice. This looks a little more natural. They both look good though. Both look natural. But this one here is missing some of the colors that is. That there's just got like a much wider range of color, which is weird. But, oh yeah, like there's just so much detail in both of these. Holy crap. Like, I feel like you've got way more detail over here because, like I said, the contrasty look kind of gets rid of some of that on the OLED. But holy crap, guys. Like, this is impressive. They both look good. This one here does look, it doesn't look washed out. it just looks, oh, I don't know, man. That is nice. Yeah, you look down here at the grass and the trees. Brighter, more vibrant color. I'm a color guy. I really like the color. So I mean, the OLED is obviously like, dang, that likes some color. But then over here, I don't feel like you're losing color, but it does look, this looks more natural. Like this looks more realistic on the left. Obviously the freaking OLED just really amps everything up to a point where it's like, holy crap. Yeah. Wow. That is the difference between OLED and freaking. But see, like, look here. Now you've got more definition of the sun, whereas over here it's just like, whoa. It's more bright, but I wonder if it's actually doing. Yeah, look at that, guys. Holy crap. This looks more natural. That there is just, boom, such milky color. Like the color just looks so milky. And over here, it just looks so natural. You get that super natural look to that. You've got a nice, I like them both. I actually do. That is great. I'm gonna get over here and look at some of this quality. Some quality. Because this game like really pops on the freaking PC. Like there's just so much detail. When you got like native 4K and... Whew. There almost looks like there's different colors over here on this metal structure. I mean, if you look at Aloy's back, like those colors look so much more blown out. But well, yeah, they're like, damn, that is nice. OLED is very nice. Straight up red versus, yeah, that green grass. I don't know, guys. I think this one here looks definitely more natural. I mean, like, look at the sky. When I go outside and I look at the sky, it looks more like that. When I go outside, I mean, that there's, see, okay, yeah. So the IPS makes it look good. So does the, yeah. Yeah.
Perhaps this is something you could help with. Yeah, maybe. I'll look into it when I can.
Yeah, guys, that looks great. Either way. Looks absolutely phenomenal. Damn. This one here's got a little more brightness to it too. Because this, I think this monitor has a higher nit than my OLED. Ooh, but either way you look at that, that is one beautiful. Yeah, either way you go, this just looks fantastic. I definitely like the way the OLED pops versus the IPS, but the IPS still looks very good, very natural. Damn, that is very impressive, guys. I picked this game because it has some of like some really good HDR. And the HDR really does pop on this IPS too, like it does. Like the brightness factor, very nice. Just trying to get into a little bit of shadowy area. Very nice, very nice. Whoo. Yeah. So, yeah, the one on the left just looks natural. The one on the right looks very, very pleasing. I mean, they both look good. Wow. This is incredible. I've wanted to have this because when I'm doing like the 1440p monitor versus the OLED, it's fine. Like, I mean, it works, but this is a lot more like the clarity is good on both of them because they're both 4K. So now all we're looking is at basically OLED color versus IPS color gamut, and you know, infinite contrast ratio, 1000 to 1 or whatever, or something. That was like, yeah, you can just see that like clearly you can get like a better like you can get more color over on the OLED side, but this still looks very good, very good. Like that is impressive to say the least. That there can be that high of quality. That is some very, very good quality. Like if I was sitting there and I didn't have the OLED next to me, like you could look at this game and you're like, oh my gosh, that is absolutely freaking beautiful. Yeah, this is a good monitor. I like this monitor a lot. And it's half the price of what I paid for the LG OLED. That's massive. I mean, that's incredible, guys. That is absolutely incredible. For that to look that good. Whew. That is just impressive. Yeah. So, all right, my friends, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.